Hello, it's Jessica from Diamond and the Sticks YouTube channel, and I figured I would take you all with me. I just got done paying for my water bill, or paying on my water bill. Unfortunately, I wasn't fully able to pay all the bill for my water bill. This is where you go to pay your water bill, though. It's up here towards Macon in Letcher County. But I just paid on it what I could, and that was the last bit of my money that I had, so it is what it is. And this is going to be another ranting video of a few different things when I'm driving with you all, me talking about it. I'm up here in the Macon area right now, but I just couldn't afford to pay my complete water bill. it's like playing Russian roulette, and I chose this month for me and my children to eat good. So I bought groceries. That's where the money that was supposed to go towards bills, that's where it went to. Y'all can see the mountains here. It's trying to snow, and how pretty they are, how beautiful they are, snow-capped mountains. But yeah, that's where my money for bills went to, that I was supposed to use towards my water bill and my TV bill. It went towards buying groceries. I admit, that's where I spent it at. I chose to eat. I chose to eat good this month and cook good. And so, in all my cooking videos that I've showed y'all this past month, that's where my money went to, was on groceries. Because everything's so expensive, it doesn't matter what you choose to buy or spend your money on. And that's what I chose this month, because I like to eat, and I like to eat good every now and then. And I shouldn't have to choose between depriving my children too of eating good every now and then, or having a good meal to pay bills. But that's the world we live in, that's the economy we live in, that's the way it is in Eastern Kentucky right now, and that's the way it is in the United States right now. So that's where the money went to. I didn't blow it on nothing else, and I blew it on food. I played Russian roulette on whether I wanted to pay bills or if I wanted to eat. And so I chose eating this month, because like I've told y'all in different videos, I do not receive any kind of help from government as far as food stamps or anything like that goes. I do not receive anything like that. So that's what I chose to spend my money on this month. And so I used what last little bit, it was like $50 some. I used what last little bit I have, and I have a high water bill too, because I have so many leaks and stuff in my house, and I can't fix them, and so it is what it is, and so my water bill's always high. And anyways, I used my last $50 some, and I went and paid on the water bill. It'll still be high next month. It's like I can't never catch up. It's like I can't never get ahead. And so it is what it is. Look how bad the roads are up through here. This is past the Letcher County Central High School. They're working on the power lines too, it looks like. I don't think that's Kentucky Power. I don't know what group that is. But the roads are so terrible right through here. They're worse in worse places, but this is one of the places that they are bad at. Real bad. But there is worse than this too. But this is how bad the roads are right through here. And like I've told you in other videos, they'll just come back through and patch them up. That's all they'll do. They won't never completely. That's how the houses look since the 2022 flood. Some of the houses are next to the highway. And if you go up this hill right there, that's where the high school is that my daughter goes to, my youngest daughter. But anyways, I just wanted to let y'all know that that's where I went to pay my water bill. That's where I go to pay the water bill at. And also another thing I wanted to talk about is my opinion, and I'm going to be using Pig Latin, or my form of Pig Latin, because of YouTube's sensitivity on certain things that people say, or people use, words they use, and I don't want my channel to be took down. So anyways, I'll try to make this short, because I don't have that much battery on this phone left at all. But my opinion on ruggz, I do not do ruggz. Have I tried ruggz in the past? Yes, I've tried ruggz. But I do not do ruggz. I do not hang around ruggies. And one thing I will say is, in the area I live at, where my house is at, you can go on up in Blair Branch. You can go on out towards Isom, and you can come back around through Black Bottom and Spring Branch. In just a couple or few mile radius or whatever, you would probably run into, that's another reason why I don't like living where I live at, but it's not the main reason, but you would probably run into at least, I would say, 8 or 9 rug dealers, and a few of them are probably some of the biggest rug dealers that we have here locally in Letcher County. But I'm going to tell y'all a little story that happened to me last night. And it wasn't like, I wasn't expecting whenever I made my YouTube channel for stuff like this to happen. And I know it will get worse. I'm not stupid. I wasn't born yesterday. But last night, about 10:30 at night, I was watching TV. I was watching Love is Blind, the last few episodes that they put up on it, on season 8. And I was just laying in my bed watching TV. And you all know that I sleep in the living room on my mattress in the living room, next to the living room window. Anyways, about 10:30 last night, and I'm not really speaking to my family either, but last night I heard someone say, and I thought they said my name 2 or 3 times. They hollered my name out. They was on my front porch. It sounded like they hollered my name out, and I thought it was my sibling. I thought it was my brother. And I could have sworn they was saying my name. Anyways, I started to get up, and then they knock on the door, my front door, one time, barely knock on it. And then they start pushing in my front door. And this happened last night. My youngest daughter was in the bed asleep, and like I said, I was there watching TV. My oldest daughter, thank God she was not there, because she goes back and forth between my house and other family members now that she's 20 years old. Anyways, that person starts pushing in my front door, trying to push in on it. I could hear that that's what they was trying to do, because I have stuff blocking my front door, thank goodness, or thank God. But anyways, so I get up and I turn on, I didn't have the front porch light on, so I get up and I kind of go in between those plastic tubs and stuff that I have blocking the front door, and I turn on the front porch light. And then they're sitting there staring in the middle of that door window is some man, and I don't know who that man was. I never recognized him. I don't know who he was. And he was sitting there standing and staring at me dead on in the eyes, and he wasn't saying nothing. And so I said, yeah, what do you want? Who are you? What do you want? And then I was saying this kind of hateful anyways, even whenever I thought it was my sibling. Because at that time at night, like, what in the heck, what's your business? Well, you got to be out like that at somebody's house that late at night. Especially whenever you're not even really speaking to another person, like who I thought it was, that much at all right now. But it wasn't that. It wasn't my sibling. It was somebody else. And like I said, I did not know who that was. Anyways, that person, I said, yeah, what do you want? What is it? Or whatever. After I was looking at him, and he could see me, I could see him with the light on. We was looking and talking to each other through the front door window. Anyways, he said, do you smoke? And I said, no, I do not smoke. And then he kind of mumbled off something underneath his breath. And then I couldn't make it out, though. My opinion of him, interacting with him, he was probably a ruggy, and he was probably high. And anyways, then he said, well, I've been walking for 7 miles or something. Something about he'd been walking for 7 miles and he was freezing, it was cold, and he said, could I come in and use your phone? And I guess I shouldn't be saying all this on YouTube to all of y'all, or everybody in the world, or whatever, but it is what it is. And I'm trying to be as honest as I can about most things. But anyways, nobody's 100% honest. Yeah, there's some things I'm keeping from you all, but it is what it is. Anyways, though, he was like, can I come in and use your phone? And I said, no, I don't have a phone, and I don't. You know, I use someone else's phone to record my videos on. Anyways, he's like, hun, you ain't got no phone? I said, no, I ain't got no phone. And he said, well, I'm cold. I have been walking for 7 miles, and it didn't make no sense. He said something about his vehicle being broken down or something. And then I didn't say nothing. I just kind of looked at him. And then he's like, I know you got some candles. Everybody's got candles and stuff. You got some candles or something in there? And I said, no, I don't. Which I did, but I mean, what was his deal? And, but anyway, I wasn't going to give them to him. Because he was coming off too strong and pushy to have the nerve to start knock one time on somebody's door and then start pushing it, trying to push in their door. And then just his tone and his voice too. He was coming off with anger, so I was giving it right back to him. I was coming off with anger too. And just the nerve. I wouldn't do that even to somebody I was friends with. I wouldn't do that to them. Wouldn't do that. That's not me. I'm not like that. I'm not that type of person. I wouldn't do that to nobody. If I was in desperate need, I would not do that to nobody. Unless if my children was involved, and even then I would have a hard time asking for doing anything. I like to do things on my own and not have to ask for anything off of nobody. I'll struggle if I have to. I have plenty of times. But anyways, so he's like, well, do you know where so-and-so lives? And I'm not going to say that name. And I didn't know, because I don't know. I know that I've heard that name before, what he said, but I don't know them the way I think of them. And it's not because I can't stand them. It's not because I got a yay or a nay for them either direction. It's just because, like, where we live in a rural place, yeah, we know of people. We've heard rumors before. And that person, he was asking where they live at. I said, the roads are bad right through here too. Anyways, I said that person that he was asking about whose name it was and where they live at, in the past, I don't know what they're doing now. I'm assuming they must be still into some businesses or something. I don't know. I don't hang out with that crew. I don't hang out with that bunch. Anyways, he's like, where's so-and-so live? And I stood there for a second and I said, I think he lives up the road from me, a few houses away. And he stood there for a second. He didn't want to leave. And he just kept rolling his eyes and giving me attitude. And he kept bringing up about how he'd walked for 7 miles and how cold it was outside. And it was trying to sleet and stuff last night. But I don't feel like, and I never did get the feelings like he was like how it talks about in the Bible, like he was an angel in disguise or nothing, because he was coming off too strong for that, too rough around the edges for that. But anyways, he finally started walking off my porch, and I left my porch light on. And then after that happened, I went around and obviously I prayed, because there's no better answer to nothing is prayer. And then obviously I went around, and I'm not normally like that, but I went around and locking and checking and making sure that the doors were locked and everything. And I was making sure that he wasn't trying to get in or nothing, you know. And because I don't know what his deal was or anything. But I guess, I don't know if he found the people he was looking for or not. But just because I live next to people who are ruggies or rug dealers doesn't mean I'm involved in any of that stuff. Yes, I've tried things in my lifetime. I've probably smoked, and that's putting it on a higher end, I've probably smoked about 14 cigs in my life. And then once, when I was 16 years old, I was around a group of friends at a dance in high school, and I tried to take a puff off of a Murray Jane. And then one time whenever I was in high school was whenever I got drunk for the first time. And then I've tried sips of stuff like that, probably about 20 times in my lifetime, ever since I was a teenager and up until I've been an adult. And I've probably been drunk probably about I think I've been that maybe twice in my life, and once was when I was a teenager, and once was whenever I was about 24 years old, and I went to one of my cousin's bachelorette parties. And then I tried MJ another time whenever I was going through chemo from my cancer, and my siblings' last baby's mama bought the stuff from me from some people that she knew, because that's all that her environment used to be like. She's well known in that environment, or she used to be. And anyways, but she was doing it as a favor. She was trying to help me out, because I guess showing me that she cared for me in that time period, because I was literally dying. I was not eating or nothing. I went like 4 months without eating and barely even taking a sip of water every day when I was going through chemo from my breast cancer. So anyways, I tried it and it didn't work for me. It didn't do nothing to me or for me or nothing in any shape or form whenever I tried it. But that's all I've ever tried. And I have been around people before doing hardcore ruggz in front of my face before, sniffing up substances or whatever. But that was with, I'm not going to tell it in this video, but that was with one of my aunts that I used to love and adore. They've since then passed on. But I thought of her as not just my best friend, but my aunt, my mommy. She was so much to me. But she passed away back in 2019. So she's passed on. And she didn't do that all the time. That was just like one time or something. And just because I was around somebody didn't mean that like I was peer pressured or I had any desires to do those things. And I've been around, back whenever I was a teenager in high school, I've been around friends before. And yes, whenever you're younger like that, teenagers usually do tend to try to peer pressure you. But I always just wouldn't get involved in stuff like that. I really never had no desires. But I won't tell it in this video, but I do have a story to tell about something one time that happened to me, that I'm pretty sure someone put something in something that I was drinking, or something that I was drinking one time. But I'll tell that in a different story. And I gotta watch what I say here on YouTube, what kind of words I use. So that's why I'm trying to make things PG for the most part. trust me, I'm no innocent angel. And I'm not a perfect person. The only perfect person that ever existed that walked this earth was Jesus. But I'm not innocent at all. But I just don't choose to do them things. And even back whenever I was going through chemo and stuff, whenever I had breast cancer, I got prescribed automatically some OCs or OXs. I'll just say that. Y'all know what I mean. Anyways, I would refuse to take those for pain, and I was having pains. There's been several times in my life, especially in my adult life, that I've had excruciating pains, and hardly ever would I take anything. And what I did with that stuff was I flushed it down the toilet because I didn't want to get no incidences with any of my family members or anyone else. People thinking that I had stuff. So here's my opinion on ruggz. It doesn't mean I'll hate you if you do ruggz. And this is my opinion on alone. I do not associate with people who do ruggz. I think ruggz destroy people. I think ruggz destroy families. I think ruggz destroy communities. And also, I think ruggz is a choice. Just like it says in the Bible, and I'm a Bible believing person. I think that the Creator gives us all free will, free to choose, in other words, free of choice, free of decisions. And I don't care about a person's traumatic experiences or trauma or whatever that supposedly they chose to do the ruggz with. Because you know what? We've all had trauma. We've all had traumatic experiences. Some of us more than others. And some of us are still dealing with trauma every day of their lives. And you know what? People like me, and I'm not putting myself up on a pedestal, but people like me, I'm still choosing not to do ruggz. And yes, I do think a person who chooses to do ruggz is trash. That's just my opinion. And I don't believe in all this, like the GOV period funding crowd for people who choose to do ruggz or get off of ruggz to do the I'll just say the sub-ox stuff. And if you do ruggz, you know what I mean. But anyways, ruggz is a choice. That's a personal choice that someone makes to do, is to do ruggz. And I tell you the stuff that's not choices. That's something that people have no say. I'll turn the vehicle off. Or no partake in. That's not a decision that they can make. Is doing having cancer or having another disease like MS or alpha 1 or diabetes, stuff like that, or RP, the blindness disease. That's stuff that people do not choose to do. And it doesn't mean that I hate every ruggy there is out there or nothing like that. No, I've had family members who I've loved who chose to do ruggz. It doesn't mean I hate them. It just means that for the most part, I will choose not to be around you. And I will choose for my children not to be around you if I have any say and control on that. And so I do not want no ruggies to be in my life. And I don't associate with people like that. That's not a part of my life, nor is it ever going to be. And I have, I'll tell about that in a different video. But obviously, before in the past, whenever I was going through cancer, and for my first major surgery, my double mastectomy, they automatically put me on ruggz, like some hardcore ruggz, the M-theme, and I did not enjoy, I'll just put it like that, I did not enjoy or like how I reacted to that, and I was obviously in excruciating pain. I don't like the feeling of not being in control of my own body. I don't like the HIGH from it. That doesn't appeal to me. I am stronger than that. I'm a stronger person from choosing to not be on ruggz. And that's just my opinion on all the ruggz and stuff. But I will say this. Yeah, I'm not stupid. I know that stuff like that would happen on YouTube. I know I will get trolled, and I will get trolled even more. Just basically off the way I look now and stuff, the way I am in life or whatever. And there, a bunch of other stuff. But my children, my family, people like that do not choose to be, and they don't want to be on my videos. They don't want to be seen or on my videos or have anything to do with my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is about me. It's about my life. And my children do not choose to associate with that. They are not tied to that just because I'm their mother or whatever. It's not about them. It's about me. And if you got a problem with me, you come here and you talk to me about it. And you don't take nothing out on my children. You don't take or say anything to my other family members. You come to me and you say it to me. You deal with me. You deal with no one else over my YouTube channel. You deal with me. You got that? And then if you want to come here to my house and harass me or whatever, you deal with me. You don't deal with no one else but me. And I'm not afraid of you. So let's just get that straight. So anyways, I just wanted to say that and clarify that for all of you idiots out there in the world. And I'm not taking my YouTube channel down. I'm not taking my videos down. And I know I'm not an idiot. I wasn't born yesterday. And so I know that this is all part of it. But I just wanted to clarify that and make that crystal clear for you dummies out there in the world that are just, I won't even say it on YouTube because like I said, I have to have a little bit of respect for YouTube because YouTube is pretty much my manager now because YouTube is my job. YouTube is what eventually will be paying me and stuff. So I work for YouTube. So anyways, I just wanted to get on here and clarify some stuff to you all. And no, ruggies, in my opinion, and doing ruggz, that's a personal choice. If you're so dumb or so weak, and that's my opinion, to do those things, that's on you. That whatever. I've had hardships in life. I've went through a whole lot in life that a lot of people won't never have to go through or won't ever have to feel or whatever. And I still choose not to do those things. But like I said, I'm not no innocent angel. And I have did things in my lifetime. It's just that I choose not to. None of that stuff appeals to me. And being around people who continuously do stuff like that does not appeal to me. It doesn't mean I'm better than you. It just means that I don't want to have a relationship with you. I don't want my children to have a relationship with you. And but that's my opinion. I'm gonna get off of here. And y'all don't have to agree with me on everything. You don't have to agree with me with nothing. You can leave my channel. You don't have to watch my videos. And you don't have to stick around if you don't like what I have to say. And if you enjoy trolling me, keep it up. All it does is give me more views and more stuff to work with because that's the way YouTube works. YouTube don't care about the negative or the positive. They look at it the same. So, I don't really care. And I can take a beating. I can take the heat. And I can troll just as good, if not better, than some of you all. So, it does not affect me because you're not a part of my real life, all these trolls or whatever. And I know there's going to be a lot more trolls or whatever. But, you're just never going to be a part of my life. So, whatever. Get over it. But I'm going to get off here. And I do appreciate those few of you all who have subscribed to my channel, have liked and commented on my channel, and have been positive in my life and on my channel. because this YouTube channel is mine. And I appreciate y'all who do support me. And yes, obviously, they're my children, they're my daughters. And obviously, if you're supporting me, you're supporting my family, which is my daughters. And you're helping support them. And I appreciate y'all so much, because obviously, to me, there ain't no secrets in that. My world is my daughters. My life is my daughters. Even if I don't put them on YouTube, because I want to honor and respect their wishes, that's still my world. That's still my real life. And I'm just sharing that with you all. And you all are lucky and privileged that I'm even sharing that with you all. And y'all can call me whatever you want to for saying that, but the truth's the truth and my feelings. And like I said, this is my channel. So, anyways, I appreciate those of you all who have stuck around with me and are sticking around with me. And we don't have to get along on everything. We don't have to believe the same ways and everything to get along or to be friends with each other. But I will not support or be around or do or have anything to do with anybody who chooses to do ruggz. That's just me. Anyways, I'm going to get off here. Thanks for y'all who watched. Talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.